Good morning, everybody. So, here we are, all together, one big happy family. And I want to introduce this great morning team because we're gonna all be cruising together. Yes. What about that? Even though Scott went off and left me in bed, that we're still trying to get over that right now. So at the bottom we have Scott from the Mustard
The
Drill.
one and only.
We have Mr. Eddie Lugo, and yes, my bestie is representing his channel, and it's called Alice Lugo Studios. I said it. And Jeremy, he's the J, and I'm the S in J&S Adventures. And guess what? I'm knitting to stay off of Timu.
I was wondering.
My fingers have to be busy. So in order for my fingers to be busy, I picked up knitting. But on the side, I have my iPad ready to go. If somebody mentions Timu on their live show or blog, hold on, let me see what they're talking about. So, anyway, take it away, guys.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the live show, Go Live Together. We welcome you in to the live stream and also the replay. If you are here for the replay, please type in the word #replay. That way we know you are here. In the interim, while you are here, please hit the like button. We always appreciate those thumbs ups. And let's see who has made it into the chat so far. Eddie Lugo Studios, yo, Brooklyn in the house, y'all.
I know.
Good morning.
Let's see. We also got Sweetie Ding Quadra. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
We also got Mike and Rihanna's Adventures.
Good morning.
Allied reinforcements have arrived from the north.
Oh.
And they were real active in Tinkerbell's live yesterday, Mike and Rihanna.
Speaking of Tinkerbell, here she is traveling with Tinkerbell. Good morning.
Good morning. And guess what? Can I tell her because I haven't told you?
I'm assuming so. Yeah.
Okay. This is Tinkerbell, my friend Jackie. Guess what I did yesterday? I don't see. Oh, she's not. Oh, man.
No, she's not on the panel.
I know. She's in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me tell you what I did. I haven't told Jeremy. I haven't told Scott nor Eddie. I did something yesterday because Jeremy was gone to Houston and I didn't know what to do with myself. So I knew that you said you worked for Expedient. What is it? Whatever it is.
Expedia Cruises.
Cruises. I filled out the application. Yes. And so I'm waiting for this person to call back to talk to me.
Wow.
So this is breaking news, everybody.
Yeah, so that host agency, I think, is called Expedia Cruise Ship Centers.
Okay, so what do you think?
Thing is called.
You're speechless.
I am speechless.
I forgot. But I forgot.
Because that's a whole nother thing that I may be unfamiliar with as far as the training module is concerned.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you.
And the booking engine and everything.
But I forgot to tell you.
Wow. Okay. Well, that'll work.
I'm sorry. I know if I spring it to you on camera, you can't say anything.
Scott Smith has made it into the chat. Good morning.
Good morning.
Cheryl, you did mention a couple of weeks ago that you were looking into it too.
Yep.
Yes.
So I knew it was coming.
Yes, and I am.
I think their annual fee is just a little less than mine is with KHM.
Okay.
So I think maybe $10 or $20 less a year.
Okay.
Fifi's Journey has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
House of X Entertainment Inc. has made it in. Good morning.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
That's right. Welcome to the party.
Welcome
Bone-Tired
to Central
Travelers.
Park.
Oh, yeah. Central Park is awesome.
The real one.
Bone-Tired Travelers have made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Uh-oh,
Denise.
guess what? Guess what? Through the power of technology.
I get the feeling someone is
Ooh,
watching
lucky
us.
nut.
Oh. Kathy Mills has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Eleni Labaki has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Bone-Tired Traveler says, a big happy family. Y'all put the fun in dysfunctional. LOL. Kidding.
I know, right? I know.
No,
I
that's-
know.
No, that's facts right there.
And can you imagine being with us on the cruise?
Yeah.
Denise, it's going to be fun because you got Eddie, Scott, Jeremy, me. We
That's
just
right. I
we
think
need
the,
to be.
I think the struggle for us with the morning show is finding somewhere quiet on that small ship to do the show from.
I know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. Sea Tripping with Kim and Scott have made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's
Have we
up?
featured them?
Yes,
Oh, we have featured them. Okay.
the Gaylors have made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Destination Fun has made it in.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
We've
Oh, and
already
hey,
booked the
by the
cruise
way,
last week.
Sherry, Destination Fun. I walked from Terminal 1 all the way to Jetty Park yesterday in the hot, blazing Florida sun, and it was wonderful.
I know,
loved
right?
it so
I know you was
much.
out there cooking.
But he could barely make it back because he said he almost got an Uber. Now that was funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but not because of the heat, just because I'm old.
I know because that's how I felt in New York when they wanted to go 10 blocks down the street. Oh no, I can't do it.
Please answer that family chat. Bone-Tired Traveler says, I've tried to knit with no luck. You go, girl. And let's see. Nettie and JT have made it in. Good morning. All
Good
the way-
morning.
And let's see. Will G has made it in. Good morning.
Hi.
The Z Show Cruise Fund. Well, good morning from the greatest state in the country, Lone Star State,
What's
What?
up?
Texas.
Texas. Texas.
Oh,
Texas.
Oh,
Yes. Love it.
and let's see. Bone-Tired Traveler says, I may hop in Jimmy's live next weekend on the cruise-a-thon. That would be cool.
Oh, nice.
And let's see. You got some congratulations for the travel agency stuff. And let's see. Oh, Traveling with Tinkerbell says there is no annual fee. That'll work,
For Expedia Cruise Ship Centers? I thought it was $480 a year.
right? Oh, a monthly fee. Okay, it's not an annual fee; it's a monthly fee.
$400.
Well, okay,
No.
so like my agency
$15.
will charge you by the month as well if you want, but I just
Right.
choose to pay it every year. So.
Oh, snap! Kevin from Tuber Chat has made it in. Good morning.
Kevin!
morning. Thank you for being in here, Kevin. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Yes, we do. We appreciate you.
Oh, snap! We got a superstar just came into the chat. Elizabeth has made it in.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Have you cooled
Hey,
off? Yet?
babe.
Yeah. Have you cooled off yet, Elizabeth? Please let us know in the chat. We know
Oh,
you've
I'm sure her and her mother, they were sitting around watching Hallmark movies last night or whatever, and you could see the breath coming out of her mouth.
Mhm. Thank you for that share, Kevin. We always appreciate
We
that.
always appreciate it.
Also, Sea Lake Journeys have made it in. Happy Wednesday. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, snap. Bone-Tired Traveler says there is a conference room on the Glory Green Conference Center. That could work.
That could work for our live show.
Well, every cruise ship has a conference center.
Yep. And okay.
And that would be like a podcast for us, huh? We would all have our little speakers up or whatever those things are called.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be cute.
All right. And we are caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for us to bring you the featured creators list for today, which are all linked down in the description of this video. And they are as follows: Escape Adventures with Robin and Steve, Fats and Tree, Filling Up the Bucket, Helping Hands for Cruising, and Jon and Dymon.
Yes.
So please go check out these channels and show them some love.
Especially everybody on the list.
Mm-hmm. And Elizabeth has checked in with a weather report from inside the house. Mom keeps it at 75 during the day.
Okay.
Ours is
70. Listen, 75. You could practically hang a side of beef, in any of the rooms.
Oh
Yep.
my God. That is so funny.
Yep. Let's see.
House of X, that's fine with me. No problem. Just let me know.
Yeah. Okay, so they're changing some dates around. That'll work. And let's see. Everybody's speaking. Okay, so this morning we have the Penguins again because they were such a big hit yesterday. We're going to put them up again today.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see if they turn the lights on yet.
There they go.
There they are.
Oh my gosh, are they eating?
I don't know.
Is the one penguin on a floaty?
Yeah,
yes, he is on a floaty.
No, it's two
That's
of them on
crazy.
there. Yeah, one of
That's
them's laying
hilarious.
down, the other one's standing up right there on the floaty. That's kind of cool.
That's crazy.
Yep. And that other one's just swimming around.
Yeah.
They're so peaceful.
I know, right?
They are. And let's see, we are waking up to 81 degrees here in Galveston. Is 63% humidity and mostly sunny. If you are coming in today and you're still here this afternoon around normal sail away time, it's going to be 90 degrees with 54% humidity and full sun.
So, by the way, if anybody is interested, we just arrived about 15 minutes ago in Coco Cay, or Coco Key, which is Royal Caribbean's private island in the Bahamas, and we will be here until 5 p.m. So after the morning show, I am already dressed, completely ready to go for the island, and I'm going to be headed off and finding a comfortable chair at the Oasis Lagoon, and I'm going to be hanging out in the Oasis Lagoon pool all day. But before I do that, I'm going to the Snack Shack for a chicken sandwich, mozzarella sticks, and a funnel cake.
Ooh, funnel cake got me.
Nice.
Yep. Mike Arana said today it's going to be 84 and sunny.
It's hot for Canada.
I hear you, but it's cooler than here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but listen, where they live in Canada is weird, right? Like, I think weather-wise, it's almost kind of like your weather, because it's not that it's kind of straight up from where you guys are, more or less, right? Eastern Canada, which is like Ontario and Quebec and Nova Scotia and stuff like that. I mean, it gets warm, right? Like gets into the low 80s and stuff like that, but it doesn't get like baking hot like it does where they live.
Man, I can't.
Yep.
I'm tired of the heat.
The Gaylor says good sleeping temperature 50. My AC only goes down to 58 for the summer. In the winter, I just keep the window open. I have to clean up the snow in the morning sometimes.
Oh yeah. We keep it cold in the winter too, and I take all the blankets and
Tinkerbell says that's the best chicken sandwich ever. Enjoy, Scott.
I know, right? So like the food pavilion is like any other cruise ship food pavilion. It's got hamburgers, hot dogs, jerk chicken, French fries, coleslaw, stuff like that or whatever, right? I hate all of that. First of all, the buns are always like 9 years old,
Oh, wow.
and the hamburgers and hot dogs are cold, and no matter what cruise line you're on, no matter what cruise line's private island you're at, that
Mhm.
food is always the same and it's always garbage.
Right.
But luckily on Coco Cay, you can go to the snack shack and get what Tinkerbell said, which is a kind of like a Chick-fil-A quality chicken sandwich.
Mm.
Yep. Bontar travelers, they say 70 and sunny now. High of 87 today. Got a mode today after the show.
I would take the 70.
Yep.
I would.
House of X is asking Mustard Drill, are you going live in Coco Cay?
Probably not, just because the only internet on the island is the ship's internet, and the island's got 5,000 people on it, and
Mhm.
it'll just be garbage, so it'll never work.
Right.
I'm surprised it works from the ship, but the island will be worse just because it's not as strong on the island, and it just won't work. So no, but I would
Okay.
love to, if the situation ever changes someday.
Ground Tech Master Angelo has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tuber Chat has a question. Is there food available 14 hours on most ships?
Mm.
NCL it has a 24-hour deal.
And that's and Eddie keeps saying that.
Right.
And that's the only ship that I know that has 24 hours.
I think you said Taste and Savor, right?
No, either the local or Oceans.
Oh, okay.
They're 24 hours.
So on most Royal Caribbean ships, when I say most, I mean like anything that's not Oasis or Quantum class. So some of the older, smaller ships on Royal, there's not a lot of choice, right? You have basically MDR, you have the buffet, which they call the Windjammer,
Mhm.
and then you have the specialty restaurants, and then of course you always have the pizza and
Yeah.
Cafe Promenade, which has like a few little kind of like small finger sandwiches kind of stuff, right? Cookies and stuff like that, right? But not a lot. Um, on an Oasis class ship, there's all of that I described, plus additional um, venues such as the Dog House, which is a basically just what it's like a hot dog. So you get hot dogs and like 4 or 5 different types of sausages or whatever. That's
Mm.
included in it. Um, and then there is additional specialty restaurants and stuff on Oasis class. But late at night, like after the buffet closes at 9 p.m., you're really just looking at um, pizza and Cafe and Promenade, which is sandwiches and cookies.
Right.
So,
That's the way it is on Carnival.
Yeah, Carnival. The Gaylors just said something about that. Carnival is now 6 a.m. to 4 a.m. closes for a couple hours. That's the pizza. But if
right.
you want food in those couple hours between then, you're probably going to have to order room service because everything on the ship is closed
Yeah.
between 4 and
Right.
6.
Yeah, and a lot of the extra venues on Oasis class are very similar to the ones that are on XL class. So like, with XL you've got Guys and Blue Iguana and Pig and Anchor and the Street Eats. But Guys, like all but except Pig and Anchor are done at like say 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Like you're not getting dinner there, right? It's more or less kind of like a lunch thing. And it's very similar on Oasis, like so El Loco Fresh, which is the Mexican restaurant, the Dog House, that kind of stuff is all closed. It's just open for lunch and that's it. And then after that, it's you're just looking at the MDR, the buffet. Then after 9 p.m. when the buffet closes, you're only going to get pizza and sandwiches.
Yeah. Pizza and sandwiches.
Yep. And let's see. We are all caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for On This Day in History. We're going all the way back to 1888 this morning. British archaeological scholar and military strategist T.E. Lawrence who was best known for his legendary activities in the Middle East during World War I, which earned him the nickname Lawrence of Arabia, was born in Wales.
Mm.
And I can't say this name, so I'm going to have to skip that one.
Yeah, skip it.
1948, American baseball legend Babe Ruth died at the age of 53.
Mm-hmm.
In 1954, the first issue of Sports Illustrated was released, and the weekly publication, later changed to monthly, became the leading sports magazine in the United States.
Mm.
1954, Canadian filmmaker James Cameron, who was known for his expansive vision and innovative special effects movies, notably The Titanic and Avatar, was born.
Mm.
In 1960, the island of Cyprus became an independent republic. 1977, American singer Elvis Presley, known as the King of Rock and Roll, died of a heart attack brought on largely by drug abuse.
Hmm.
And, in 77, I always say a king died, but a prince was born. So,
whatever.
Yeah, that's what the deal is with me and Elvis.
Oh, excuse you.
Yeah, whatever. 77 was a wonderful year.
Mm.
I'm coming up the rear. That's right. That is right. And sadly, in 2018, American singer Aretha Franklin, who defined the golden age of soul music in the 1960s and was known as the Queen of Soul, died at the age of 76. And in 1962, Steve Carell was born. In 1958, Madonna was born. And in 1954, James Cameron. So that will do it for On This Day in History.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just
I don't know if anybody noticed on the Central Park feed here, but Seagull has decided to check
Yep.
the park out.
That's
Nice.
right.
Mm.
It's been
And
back and forth like 4 times already.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, and Traveling with Tinkerbell says, love the bird flying on Central Park.
Yeah.
Yep. And so, okay, we're all caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for Scott to bring us the cruise and travel industry news.
So just one story today, and it was stolen by Curtin Marsha. Carnival Cruise Line makes major announcement about Halloween. From costumes and candy to ghosts, goblins, and ghouls to pumpkins and parties, Halloween is a big deal for many people. Many cruise lines get in on fun special Halloween cruises featuring seasonal decorations, themed movies, unique activities, and more for all guests to enjoy. And I know on Royal Caribbean, especially on Oasis class ships, the Halloween sailing, they actually create a haunted house on deck
Whoa.
4 for you to go through and everything. So it's really pretty cool. So the last time I was on Oasis for Halloween was the Allure of the Seas many years ago. So Carnival Cruise Line brand ambassador John Heald has announced the dates for the different Carnival cruise ships that will begin featuring Halloween offerings. And indeed, the cruise line will offer Halloween themed sailings throughout the month of October.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Depending on each ship's individual schedule and departure date, most Halloween cruises will begin as early as September 28th or as late as October 6th, with 2 ships who will not start the spooky season until much later on October 15th and October 23rd. Halloween is indeed a big event, and we, as usual, will be celebrating it for the most of the month of October, Heald said. The dates of the Halloween festivities begin throughout the Carnival Fun Ship fleets are as follows. Thursday, September 28th will be Elation, Miracle, Paradise, Sunrise, and Valor. Friday, September 29th, Conquest, Liberty, Pride, Radiance, and Venezia. Saturday, September 30th, Breeze, Horizon, Legend, Magic, Mardi Gras, Panorama, Sunshine, and Vista.
Mm-mm.
Sunday, October 1st, Celebration, Dream, Glory, and Splendor. And Friday, October 6th, is the Carnival Spirit. The remaining two Carnival ships, Carnival Luminosa and Carnival Freedom, are on longer sailings and will not embrace the Halloween holiday spirit quite as early. Carnival Luminosa will be on her 30-night trans-Pacific cruise as she
Mm.
repositions from Alaska to Australia in September, which I'm sure will make Sean from Down Under Cruisers very happy. He loves that ship.
Woohoo!
Which departs Seattle on September 14th, 2023. Because of that long sailing, the ship will not be decorated for Halloween until its first sailing from Brisbane, Australia on October 15th.
Mm.
Similarly, Carnival Freedom has a pair of special transatlantic sailings in late September and early October as she goes into a brief dry dock when the ship is expected to replace the funnel that was damaged in the fire in May of 2022.
Mhm.
The two voyages between Port Canaveral and Barcelona are from September 21st to October 4th, and then from October 23rd to November 6th. Because of the dry dock, Carnival Freedom will not show her Halloween spirit until October 23rd, and the decorations will likely only be in place for that single transatlantic voyage as the
Mm.
ship returns to Port Canaveral after the dry dock. So,
Work.
very interesting. And Halloween is definitely one of my favorite holidays, and I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that my birthday is October 29th.
Mm. Yeah, me neither. Mine's on the 30th, so I don't know what you're talking about, Scott. Canadian
So,
Family Life has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
Tiffany.
morning.
And I think Denise just called out everybody in the chat by saying this. They sometimes do a thriller dance class. I think that would be a riot. Who's with me?
oh yeah, that'd be
Let me
cool.
tell you, they do it, and I always go to the class to watch the people do the dance.
Yeah, we people watch during that time.
Yes, I
Yes, we do.
never have missed it. Never, Denise. I tell you.
Yep. Let me see, because we'll be strolling through the ship, and it's like I hear it. You know, hey, that's
Yes.
Thriller. So, yeah. Wellness with Frugal Mama has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
And let's see. I have several news stories. I'm sort of glad you only came up with one, because otherwise we'd be running over.
Well, I'm trying not to tax my internet connection too much.
Right. Let's see. Cunard has achieved a groundbreaking milestone by giving its entire fleet the capability to connect to shore power. All three existing Cunard ships, Queen Mary II, Queen Victoria, and Queen Elizabeth, now have the ability to plug into shore power where available. The line's newest ship, Queen Anne, set to debut in May 2024, will have the technology installed before her maiden voyage. Shore power technology enables dock ships to connect directly to a specially fitted land-based source, allowing cruise ships to switch off their onboard engines and operate on electricity sourced entirely from the local electrical grid. Well, I don't know. They might not be good here in Texas, but I think we might be. I
For
don't know.
real, because the grid in Texas
They need
is
to
not good.
they need to rely on their own power here, because we get rolling blackouts on purpose.
Mhm.
Okay, that's my rant for this morning. Reducing emissions and noise while at port. The ability for the ships to plug into local grids already exists at many key ports, including Queen Mary II's home port at the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal and Queen Anne's home port in Southampton, England. Let's see, for cruise news, for news story number 2, it says Virtuoso, the leading global network specializing in luxury and experimental travel, announced the winners of the network's Best Cruise Lines Awards on Monday, August 14th, and 35 annual Virtuoso Travel Week. Taking place August 12th through the 18th, Virtuoso Travel Week has brought together thousands of top luxury travel professionals, travel advisors, and preferred partners from more than 100 countries. The top cruise partners of 2023 were honored at Cruise Night Out, which hosts the network's cruise partners and its cruise-focused advisors for a by invitation only celebration. Nominations come from both Virtuoso advisors and preferred partners in the categories of Best Ocean Cruise Line, Best River Cruise Line, and Best Expedition Cruise Line. Advisors then vote to determine the winners. This year's winners are Silver Sea Cruises, Best Ocean Cruise Line, Uniworld Boutique River Cruises, Best River Cruise Line, and Quark Expeditions, Best Expedition Cruise Line. So I thought that was kind of cool, but pay attention, Amazon Prime users.
Yes, sir.
Amazon Prime. A new feature-length movie is coming to Amazon Prime that highlights the rich culture and history of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Timeless, a Virgin Islands love story, which is set to start streaming on September 6th, we'll be cruising at the time, was entirely produced and shot in the Virgin Islands, and it showcases the talents of Virgin Islanders both in front of and behind the camera. The release date coincides with the anniversary of Hurricane Irma's devastating impact on the Virgin Islands, which deeply affected the lives of many, including the film's writer, producer, and director, Edward Laborde Jr., Dwayne Wiggins, the multi-platinum recording artist and music producer of Tony Tone Tone, lent his expertise to the movie's soundtrack and secured a distribution onto Amazon Prime Video.
Whoa.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. On the 6th, this movie is coming out on Amazon Prime. Yeah. We got to remember that for when we get back.
Yeah.
And that will do it.
Kevin from Tuber Chat had a question about brownout.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me go to it. Scott McNeil has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
And let's see. Did you say you're experiencing rolling brownouts on purpose? Yes, we did.
Yes, we did it. They did it doing a Sunday afternoon show for us. But they do it because of the heat here. And people, they tell us to do not lower our electricity down to like 60 or 65 or even 70.
They ask us to conserve electricity.
Keep it on 78.
It gets too hot or too cold. Now, the rolling blackouts that we had was during the winter storm down here, which we never have. We were out of power for several days. We had to go. Yeah. I had to go charge the phones and warm up in the vehicle out here in the parking lot.
And I couldn't make it out there to warm up. So
yeah, it was ice on the sidewalks. She couldn't make it. So we were miserable. And they did these things on purpose. They said, okay, we're going to, shut down some of this and shut down some of that. We didn't know when our power was coming on, but they did that.
And it's important to mention too that Texas has its own
power grid.
So it has its own power grid, and it's on purpose. So the entire country is obviously interconnected, all except for Texas. Texas deliberately disconnected itself from the national grid and created its own isolated grid on purpose. And because of that, it cannot take power from the rest of the grid.
Right.
So and many people see it as a made your bed, now lie in it kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
That's pretty much the long and short of it. Mike and J&S Adventures says, wait till Timo starts offering a streaming service to compete with Amazon. That would be awesome.
Oh, that would be.
Yep.
And we've talked about it, us four, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've talked about it because it's a little I know Amazon is sitting back there scratching their heads right now because everybody is saying, well, if I had bought this on Amazon, it would have been this price, but the same product is on Temu
Yeah.
for this price.
For a quarter of the cost at times.
And even Walmart. It's cheaper than Walmart.
Oh, yeah. Walmart's pumping that stuff way up.
You know, so I don't know how they're doing it. They're not doing any advertising on TV or anything, but Temu's word of mouth has
I've seen, as I'm scrolling through YouTube, there's Temu ads on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah,
but
and,
not
on social media.
Not on TV.
Yeah. And
so I wanted to show you here really quick. This is what Central Park looks like at night.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
And it is absolutely just stunning at night. And I sit out there often for hours just taking it all in because it's just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And then here I'm also going to roll a quick walkthrough of Central Park. And this is most of Central Park, although I did veer off in this particular video at the last, right before I got to the very far end of it. I veered off and went through this little kind of it's kind of like a hidden area. It's in underneath the foliage. It's a lot of people don't realize it's back in there, and it really is very nice. So this restaurant right here is called Cafe or Park 150, I believe. So it's a place to get lunch and stuff like that or whatever. Just to the opposite side of that or whatever is Vintages, I believe, which is the wine bar. And then this bar I'm coming up on is called the Trellis Bar, and it's got drinks and stuff like that. And just beyond that is the Italian restaurant called Giovanni's. And then this is this little kind of private area that goes back in underneath, and it has all these seating and stuff like that, and it's all kind of secluded and everything, and it's just really nice and peaceful. So and then I'm coming up on Giovanni's here now, so which is the Italian restaurant on most Royal Caribbean ships. Some of them have, and then there's Park Cafe, another view of it and stuff like that. So just really absolutely one of my absolute favorite parts of the ship. And I spend lots and lots of time in Central Park.
Yep. It's beautiful.
Yes, it absolutely is. It's one of the most amazing spaces you will find on any cruise ship ever.
And we're going on the Harmony of the Seas.
Yep.
So I'm excited about that.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean Harmony is an Oasis class ship, and it's really I could run videos nonstop and it still would not prepare you for absolutely how massive and just incredible every single space is on an Oasis class ship. It's really unrivaled and unparalleled by anything else on the planet.
I know, man. We rolled up on the Allure, and I was really, really impressed. I'm like, that Carnival can't hold a single matchstick to this.
No, XL. Now listen, XL is a huge leap for Carnival, but it is still absolutely nowhere even close to Oasis.
Mike and Rihanna have a question: is Chops Grill in Central Park?
Yes, Chops is in Central Park. Giovanni's is in Central Park. Cafe 150, as well as Vintages, which is a wine bar. It's all in Central Park.
That'll work. And
there's a couple of high-end shops as well in Central Park. One's called John Hardy, which is that. So which is a New York thing.
Controversial Cruising has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
And I think we got 4 Scots here today.
So Tinker, I will be on Wonder on October 22nd. So I'm looking forward to Wonder. After that, the only Oasis class ship that I have yet to sail on, of course, prior to Utopia coming out, is Symphony. I have not been on Symphony yet.
Mm.
And Icon.
Let's see.
Well, Icon's not an Oasis class ship either. So
Oh, okay.
Right. Let's see. Bonetire Traveler says Royal will be out of NOLA next year. Thinking about trying it out. Not an Oasis class, but for something different. So that'll be cool.
yeah.
Mm.
Yep. Okay, we are fully caught up in the chat. And Eddie, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
And I know that you were talking about some kind of secret that you had going on. What's that all about?
Right. That's right.
Mm.
A secret that needs to come out. Not out of the closet either. Yo. Brooklyn in the house, baby.
That's
October
right.
28, 2024 on the Carnival Paradise. We're going to go on a 6-day cruise, leaving out of Tampa, Florida on that ship right there. All the way, we're going to go to Key West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman. So, get your cabin. Call Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel. $25 down. Put your spot down. You have till May 2024 to pay off for your deposit, which is also refundable. And you have till July 2024 to pay off your cruise. 11 months. And there's a whole bunch of bloggers already coming in this cruise. Janice is going to be there. Cruising's fun anytime. The Mustard Drill, Controversial Cruising, Traveling with Tinkerbell, Mike and J&S Adventures, House of X. I'll be there with Alice Lugo Studios. Bruce also. So there's a whole bunch of people coming along, and we're inviting more. So the sooner you call, the better. Get your cabin going. Mike and Rihanna have a Facebook group, which they're posting everything, all the activities that we'll be having. House of X, it's gonna take care of 2 activities on the cruise, which is an elegant night. Of course, they're gonna win it, and also a game night. Carnival will be having a Halloween contest during that week because it's Halloween week. And also we'll be doing some candy exchange, shot glasses, and some other stuff going on among ourselves. There's talks about an excursion that I believe House of X might be planning. And I really like to have people do their own excursions so they could, enjoy their time wherever they go, they decide to go. And also, I want to be make sure that they have activities on the ship to do, so we can keep everybody busy. It's gonna be Mike and Rihanna's first cruise, so they're rookies. They're gonna definitely enjoy it, and it's gonna be Alice second Carnival cruise. Mine it's coming up now. We're gonna go this month, October. We're gonna go on a booze cruise. It's gonna be my first in 30 years, so it's gonna be fun. So looking forward to it. Get in touch with Bruce, please, and get your cabin set up so you could be part of it. Don't miss it.
Booze Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios, out of Tampa, Florida. Port of Calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
Yo, baby.
Yes. And everybody in the chat, spread the word, because those ports are some really good ports. Really good ports. I've been to every one of them. I love them. I would go back twice a year to those ports.
And let's see, Scott, who is muted, has asked everybody in the panel and also the chat, has your cruise been overrun with unruly teens?
Okay, and the reason why I bring that up, is because this ship that I am on, I have been on ships before with a lot of unruly teens, right? But this particular ship, okay, particular cruising is insanely overrun with teens, and
Mm,
they are really starting to get rowdy, right? So I went last night. I went up to deck 15. Tell Loco Fresh there is a freestyle Coca-Cola freestyle machine up there, and it's just outside the teens club. And I went up there to get something to drink, and I was absolutely astonished to see how many teens were up there. And I saw one of the security guards, and I walked up to him and I said to him, I have been on many cruises, and I have never been on a sailing that had this many teens.
mm.
And he said to me, there is currently over 1,800 individuals that
My G.
qualify as a teenager.
Wow.
So, and he said in Royal Caribbean qualifies teenagers from 13 to 17.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So there is currently over 1,800 13 to 17-year-olds on this ship.
Wow.
So, and I said to him, I was like, well, I said they're starting to get a little, and he said, well, here's the thing. The first couple of days, they're usually fine. He's like, but right about now, they're starting to kind of pair off into groups.
Mm.
He's like, and by day 5 and 6, he said they will be causing us so much trouble that we will not be able to deal with it all.
Right.
Mm.
So it apparently is a constant battle for the cruise lines, especially on summer sailings, because of how many teens and families are on here. Door decorations and things like that are starting to go missing, and their people have whiteboards on their doors and stuff like that, and there is starting to be inappropriate messaging being
Excellent.
left on people's whiteboards and things like that. So, now maybe in the grand scheme of things, that isn't terrible, but depending on how far it goes, it could definitely, cause you problems, cause you issues for your cruise. So,
Yep.
I mean, everybody I think is trying to deal with it in stride, but it's definitely getting to the point where I can see things, I can see serious problems occurring as a result.
Right.
So,
Mm.
Eddie?
Well, I've been lucky enough on the last 3 Norwegian cruises. There weren't that many teenagers, and probably the ones that were there that were not as bad, or we didn't see it. Unfortunately, instead of teenagers was no offense, French Canadians on the list. They were extremely unruly, and they were making a big mess. Thank God that me and Alice, we don't hang out on the Lido, we don't hang out in clubs or anything like that. So we kind of spare our patience someplace else, and we were able to have a good cruise. In our last cruise with the bloggers, there were so many bloggers there that some were annoying. So, but other than that, when it comes to teenagers, thank God, I've been lucky enough that we haven't been in any trouble. Now, unfortunately, we are going to be cruising next summer in Celebrity. So I don't know how Celebrity is, but if we get a lot of teenagers on that cruise, things might be a little bit different. We'll see. But for right now, we've been very, very lucky, me and Alice.
That's good.
Yeah. And for us, the dream,
Mm-hmm. The Christmas
the
cruise.
Christmas cruise,
Yeah.
it was the kids really didn't get on our nerves because we travel with our kids as well. What really did it was, for me, this one man went up to a group of kids that were sitting in their own space,
Mm-hmm.
and not even with music or anything.
Right.
They were just talking, as guys would. It was a group of guys.
Yep.
And the man said, "Oh, y'all talking too loud." Really?
They were just talking.
Go sit somewhere else, because it wasn't anybody on the Lido deck at the same time.
Yeah.
But when Jeremy got back, in line, I don't know where you went, but
Well, we were at the marketplace, so I was going to get food or ice cream.
I told him about it, but I said he's being a real meanie, because those kids, they weren't cursing. They were talking about some type of activity that went on when they were playing basketball. And it was, I don't know.
Yep.
So maybe sometimes it's the adults that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And let's see. CME Traveling has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It appears that we may have another participant in 2.0 here. Sea Trippin' with Kim and Scott have said, we are trying to see if we can work the cruise in. Haven't done any of those ports yet, except for vacations to Key West.
All right.
I know that's right.
You will love those ports, I'm telling you.
And Traveling with Tinkerbell had an experience. OMG, yes. I was on the Carnival Celebration, and they were very rowdy and running all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, I have never in my life been. I mean, when he said to me last night there's over 1,800 of them on that, I was like, well, I know that's right.
Right.
So
it's the last soiree
everywhere.
before everybody goes to back to school. So I would expect a lot of kids to be on that ship.
On your view of the Grand Central, you see a lot of kids coming by.
Yeah.
Yes.
And let's see. First of all, welcome in Captain Billy J. Travels. We thank you so much for coming in. And he says,
Welcome.
And he says, ahoy there, everybody. Ahoy there, Miss Timu Cheryl.
Yes.
Jeremy, Eddie, and Munster and Scott. The captain is here. Thank you so much for coming into the show. We always appreciate you coming by.
Yes, we do.
And okay, here we go. Traveling with Tinkerbell spoke up on this one. You will be fine with Celebrity. There is almost no kids on those ships.
Good.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Celebrity is priced out of, a lot of families.
Right.
You'll catch a lot of couples on Celebrity.
Oh, and Oasis has a really massive water park as well, with slides and all kinds of other stuff, and the flow riders and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff for the teens and stuff to do. However, most of them are choosing to kind of roam the ship in gangs.
Yep.
Yes. That's what they do.
Let's see. Sea Trippin' with Kim and Scott says, we made the mistake of going on a Thanksgiving cruise. Ugh, so many kids. Our room was between two families that were together. Crazy loud.
Yeah. Now, I don't have a problem against kids, right? I have two, mine are grown now, but I had two teenagers myself at one point. They're only 13 months apart, so very similar in age. But my problem is that, when they're detracting from the quality of your vacation, and when there's that many of them, over 1,800 of them on a ship, and most of them are choosing, like I said, to roam the ship as gangs and not partake of, all of the things that there is for them to do, it can cause problems for you. And,
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
And when security tells you, when a security guard tells you that, the onboard security force has trouble dealing with it all by the end of each sailing, and it's something they kind of anticipate every single sailing over and over again.
Yeah.
Kind of a problem, right?
And the Z Show says, great show, everybody. I got to get ready for primetime morning show. And speaking of which, Eddie, do you have the remainder of the day on YouTube list?
Yes, sir. Coming up, the Seashore Cruise Fun at 10 a.m. Eastern, followed by Moment in the World and Cruise Bed Adventures at 11 o'clock in the morning. Roy and Becky's Travels at 1 p.m. The Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla at 4 p.m. Followed by Wormstone Adventures and Controversial Cruising at 7 p.m. tonight. A premiere by the Traveling Gilberts at 7:30. Followed by 8 p.m. with the D&G Explorer, Live with Mountain Folk in Full Blown Country. 9 p.m. will be Empty Homestead, and closing the night will be the Barnyard Farmhouse at 10 p.m. Eastern Time tonight.
That'll work. And we got another person right here, Miss Kathy Mills, reaching out to Bruce for a quote on 2.0 as a backup possibility. I have a med cruise booked for September 24, but my cabin mate just backed out, so not sure if I can find a replacement. Ugh. We would love to have you.
Yes.
You're muted, Scott. Scott, you're muted.
You can go back to the standard view now if you want, because I'm not going back to the Central Park feed just because of the glare on the window.
Oh, okay. Well, hang on.
I just, not that it's a problem. I just, I don't love being.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let's see if we can get that back here. Boom. And we're back.
You guys in the chat, y'all just don't know. I love working with these three guys.
Mm-hmm.
They are the cat's pajamas, I tell you.
Okay, there we go. Thank you for that share, Mike and Rihanna. We definitely appreciate you. And let's see, Scott, what do you have planned for the remainder of the day?
I've got an exciting day planned. So
Okay.
we are on Coco Cay right now, Coco Key. So like I said, I'm going to be headed off the ship. I'm already completely dressed and ready to go. We're going to be heading off the ship and finding like I said, a comfortable lounger at the Oasis Lagoon pool. And we're going to be having lunch at the Snack Shack, which is the Snack Shack is on the Oasis Lagoon side of the island. So you're not very far to go there at all. And just chilling and hanging out and, trying to make the most of
Cool.
new.
Honest too, yes. Hi. Very good. Yep. I like that.
Did I take it completely out?
Yeah. There you go. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't eat too much, right?
Right.
No.
Make sure you're back in the ship on time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't be a peer runner.
It's kind
Don't be a peer
of
runner.
hard. It's kind of hard to be a peer runner when you're at the private island.
Right. Because everybody's on the island.
Yeah.
I mean, they won't have a hard time finding you.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Bamanola Lawn Adventures has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, the aliens have landed.
No, listen. So everybody is all excited about Starlink coming to the cruise ships, and don't get me wrong, it is a fairly decent internet connection, but it's not revolutionary, and it certainly has not caused the cruise ship internet woes. I mean, it has not solved that at all. It's still quite, buggy.
Yep.
Very buggy. Well, we would like to. Oh, Eddie, what are you doing for the remainder of the day?
Oh, Eddie, also, before you get started, you need to get with Jeremy after the show and talk to him about doing the premiere that you wanted. We need to know how long does it have to be? What do we do? Talk to him about it after the show.
Okay. So what am I doing for the rest of the day? I'm going to be getting in touch with Jeremy and talk about a premiere setup, something.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And after that, hopefully, it looks like it's still a little cloudy out there. It might rain again. I was hoping to do some trimming around the house, but I doubt it. And definitely a little nap. And get some dinner ready for Alice when Alice comes home. So be ready for tonight's show.
And I have it actually. I actually have a recording of Eddie saying this morning that he's going to teach me Spanish.
Oh yeah,
starting with all of the bad words.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Right.
Yep.
So at some point in time, Eddie, is going to have to take some time out and teach me Spanish.
And we got a cruise countdown coming in from Rob. First of all, thanks for checking in this morning. And it is 73 days until Cruise Day.
Oh, we ready.
Yes.
We ready. As soon as we get back, I'm going to start packing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my next cruise is a little bit sooner than that. My next cruise is a 3-day on MSC Seashore on October 11th, followed by a week at a fabulous resort in Orlando, then followed by another fabulous week on the Wonder of the Sea.
Yep.
Read between the lines.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for coming into today's show. We had fun with you guys.
We really did.
Here in the chat. We thank you for being active in the chat. We really appreciate it whenever you guys... Oh, okay. Rob has a question before we get out of here. What is the temperature today in your stateroom?
It is cranked. It is cranked all the way over to the heat side. Rob.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so
stop.
125 degrees Fahrenheit. Yep, you're right. You're right, Rob.
Eat eggs, dude.
Right. Drink grape juice.
It's some beets.
Something.
You need some
so
beets.
fat in that body.
We got to break it, okay?
And a cheeseburger.
Eddie and I are going to break your thermostat when we're on
Yeah.
You're not going to have anything. Nothing.
Yep. Unless he's got a balcony and then he could just open his door.
Whatever.
Right.
We're going to unlock that too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on Paradise. I'm definitely not having a balcony. So.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming in. We really appreciate your ongoing support for the show. Everybody, take care of each other. Hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you and good morning.
Bye.
Bye.